Okay. So this is where we were. Let's continue. So now I just have to what? Add the exponents here. I'm gonna have 5x minus 2x. It's gonna be what? 3x, right? And then check. I'm gonna have 1 plus 3, which is what? Plus 4. And then what can happen now? Uh yeah, pretty much I think this is the final answer because check. Now we what do we have? We have different bases, different bases with what? With different exponents. So here we can't do it like the last one, whereby here even if I separate it, check. Even in case I separate this thing, it's just gonna be 2 to exponent negative 3x multiplied by 2 to exponent of 8. And here I'm gonna have multiply by 3 to exponent of what? 3x times 3 to exponent of what? 4. There's nowhere I'm gonna go with this. I'm just complicating the what? The problem. So it's fine as long as you leave it here. You are gonna get your full marks. So that was the end of the problem. So any questions about the solving of the problem?
The For the answer,
Mm-hmm.
can we, instead of writing it, vectorizing it fully like this, can you write it as a fraction, the whole thing?
How would you want to write it as a fraction, ma'am? Because I have multiplication sign in between.
So, but what's this? You take the first term, the one with the negative,
Or you
and
take it underneath.
you
So
put it at the bottom.
you are gonna have something like
You
2 to
swap them
exponent of
around.
8 all over 2 to exponent of 3x multiply by 3 to exponent of 3x plus 4. Is that one what you want to have?
No,
Yeah?
no, not that. You swap the two, you swap the
Mm-hmm.
two answers we got, right? So you take the 3 over 3x plus 4, you put it at the top, and then the 2 negative 3x plus 8 at the bottom.
But even case oh, but now it's just gonna, so this means that I'm gonna have a 3x minus 8 at the bottom. Is that what you are
Yes,
saying?
yes.
Okay, I hear what you, so that's perfectly fine. So what ma'am is saying is, since she sees that we have a negative coefficient for three, for this expression, what she wants to do is she wants to make it all positive, meaning that she's gonna express 2 to the exponent of negative 3x plus 8 as being what? 1 over what now? I'm gonna have to multiply this whole negative by what? This whole exponent by negative 1. So it's gonna be what? 2 to exponent of what? 3x minus now what? 8. Because remember that there's this property of when I have a to exponent of b, it's just gonna be equal to 1 over a to exponent of negative b. There's this law. So it's a law again. Are you guys okay? So she wants to express it like this, but again, either way, once she expresses it like this, she's going to continue and say what? She's going to continue and say, okay, I have this as being that, right? So, so she's wherever she sees this, she's gonna substitute that, and then she's still gonna multiply by 3 to exponent of 3x plus 4, which is just gonna make it where she's just gonna have 1 over 2 to exponent of what? 3x minus 8 times by what? By 3 to the exponent of 3x plus 4. You see, and then this is just gonna be what? Remember, this is just all over 1. So here I'm gonna have 1 multiplied by this whole thing. So it's gonna be 3 to exponent of 3x plus 4 all over 2 to exponent of what? 3x minus 8. Ma'am, this is still 100% correct. It's still the same as that. So whether you leave it here whether you leave it here or there, you are still going to get the same amount of marks.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so can we now continue?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I'm moving on to a different concept, which is exponential equations. So we are going to apply laws of exponents now to solving what equations. So do you guys allow me to continue? We are done now
Yes,
with
sir.
simplification.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So I'm going to I'm going to do letter A. I'm going to do letter A, and then again do which letter, and then I'll do what? C, and then I'll do which one? I'll do, let's say I'll do F, right? And then, yeah, I'll do those three first, and then I'll do K, and then I'll move on to the complex ones later. I just want to start off with like the simple ones first, so that you guys can get a feel of it. Do you guys allow me to continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
let me continue. So now we are solving exponential equations. So exponential equations, they just require the what? The skills that you need are just the ones that of what? Of uh, laws of exponents and simplification. And guys, what we just did earlier was just simply laws of exponents and what? Simplification. So the skill that you used in laws of exponents and simplification, you are going to use it here to solve what? Equations. Are you guys okay? Let's move on.
Yes, sir. Uh,
So I have what? Letter A, I have 5 to exponent of what? 3x minus 5 to exponent of what? 3x minus 1, all equal to what? To 4, right? So I'm going to deal with what is on the left-hand side. What is on the left-hand side is just what? 5 to exponent of 3x. And here I have minus, right? So I'm allowed to separate this. So I'm going to have 5 to exponent of what? 3x times 5 to exponent of what? Negative 1. All equal to what? To 4. Are you guys okay? Because
yes, sir.
here for me to get this difference or this sum, I had to have multiplied bases with the bases of 5 with these exponents. Are you guys okay?
Yes, sir.
So I
Yes.
want you guys to
Yes.
I want you guys to see something. I have 5 to exponent of 3x. I have 5 to exponent of 3x. So I can take it out as a highest common what? Factor. Can take it as a highest common factor. So I'm going to have 5 to exponent of 3x all into, here I'm going to leave how much? 1. Right? And then here I'm going to have minus what? 5 to exponent of what? Negative 1. All into the bracket is equal to what? 4. Right? And then I told you things like this, you don't stress yourself. You just punch it into the what? Calculator. So I'm going to have 1 minus 5 to exponent of negative 1, which is 4 over 5. So I'm going to have 5 to exponent of 3x times 4 over 5, all equal to what? To 4. So what do I want? I just want to be left with the variable. So I'm going to have to divide both sides by what? By 4 over 5. Even this side, I'm going to divide by 4 over 5. So I'm going to have 5 to exponent of 3x equal to 4 divided by 4 over 5. It's just going to give me what? 5, right? And this 5 is actually to the exponent of how much? Of 1. So I have the same base, so I can equate the what? The exponent. So I have the same base, so I can equate the what? X. So I'm going to have 3x now being equal to what? To 1. This just implies that x is just equal to 1 over 3. I think you guys are okay. Do you guys understand the problem?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you all certain that you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Huh? I hear someone say no. Do you all understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now I'm going to move, right? I'm going to move. I'm going to do what? Letter C, right? Let me just go to this so that I don't have to constantly. Go with regards to letter C. This is what we have, right? We have 2 to the exponent of x minus 1 plus 2 to the exponent of what? 2 plus x is equal to 144, right? So do you guys allow me to re-express this? Remember that now the first term can actually be written as 2 to the exponent of x times 2 to the exponent of what? Negative 1, right? Plus 2 to the exponent of 2 multiplied by 2 to the exponent of what? X, all equal to 144. And guys, please notice something. I'm not putting equal sign here. The equal sign just is here between the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Whenever you solve equations, don't put equal signs here. We do not use double equal signs. You just have one equal sign, the one between the left-hand side and the right-hand side. This is the left-hand side. This is the right-hand side. You get that? Whenever we have equations, you only have one equal sign between both sides. Are you guys okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you notice that I have this. I have this highest common factor of what? 2x. You see that? 2 to the exponent of x.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to take it out. So I'm going to have 2 to the exponent of x all into 2 to the exponent of what? Negative 1. I'm going to have 2 to the exponent of negative 1 plus 2 to the exponent of what? 2, right? All equal to how much? 144. And I told you, you do not stress about this whole thing. You just punch it into the what? Calculator. Do not stress your mind. I know when the examiner is going to say without the use of a calculator, but we do use a calculator, but in a smart way. So it's going to have 2 to the exponent of negative 1 plus 2 to the exponent of what? 2. So you're going to have 9 over 2. So it's going to be 2 to the exponent of x into 9 over 2. It's just equal to 144. But what are we going to do? We are now going to divide both sides by what? By 9 over 2. 9 over 2. So I'm going to have 2 to the exponent of x equal to 144 divided by 9 over 2. It's just simply going to give me what? 32. Right? So this is what we have. But I see that the base that so here it's going to be base of 32 and exponent of what? Of 1. But here it's base of 2. So these bases are not the same. 2 and 32 are not. So I cannot say x is equal to what? To 1. So I need to find the factors of what? Of 32. So that's why I'm going to have to say 32 is equal to shift fact. It's just equal to 32 is just equal to 2 to the exponent of what? Of 5. So this is where I can just say 2 to the exponent of x is equal to 2 to the exponent of what? 5. So therefore, x is equal to what? To 5, because I have the same base. I can equate the exponents. Are you guys okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So let me do the next one, which is F, right? I'm going to do the next one, which is F. And then I'm gonna do K. Uh-huh. Sorry, let me. Let me do this. It's just going to be what? I have 5 to the exponent of x plus 2 plus 5 to the exponent of x, all equal to what? To 26, right? So now what can we do? So I'm gonna re-express this thing as what? As 5 to the exponent of x times 5 to the exponent of what? 2 plus 5 to the exponent of what? X, all equal to what? 26. So what do I see? I just see that I have a Huysman factor of what? Of 5x. Are we okay? So I continue and say,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to take out 5 to the exponent of x as Huysman factor for here. I'm going to have in bracket 5 to the exponent of what? 2 plus what am I left with here? 1. All equal to what? To 26. So I'm going to have 5 to the exponent of 2 plus 1, which is just 26. So I'm going to have 5 to the exponent of x into 26 is equal to what? 26. So I divide both sides by what? By 26. So that's why I'm going to have 5 to the exponent of x is equal to what? To 1. Guys, I have 1 on the side. So how can I actually express 1 as a base of 5? Remember that 5 to the exponent of 0 is equal to how much? To 1. So here I can just say 5 to the exponent of x is just equal to 5 to the exponent of 0. Therefore, x is equal to 0. Because any number raised to the exponent of 0 is always equal to what? To 1. Is that okay? That is
Yes,
okay, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. So, I have it's 7:55. Okay. So I said now I can just try to do letter what? K. Do you guys allow me to continue with that one?
Yes,
Letter
sir.
K. Letter K is just saying 5 to the exponent of x is equal to 200. K is just saying 5 to the exponent of x is simply equal to 200. So now this one is already it's already at this stage, right? So what should I do? I should try to express 200 as a what? As a base of 5, right? So I'm gonna have say 200 is equal to shift and then factor. I'm gonna get so this one, guys, look, when you put 200 is just equal to what? I'm gonna have shift fact and I'm gonna get it as 2 to the exponent of 3 multiplied by 5 to the exponent of what? Of 2. So do you see that I do have a base of 5 here, but I'm still also multiplying it by a base of what? 2. So there's no way of me expressing 200 as only a base of what? 5. So this thing cannot be determined by methods that you are going to use in grade 11. So this is whereby now this x can actually be determined by saying x is equal to the log of base of what? 5 into the constant of what? 200. But this, guys, this is something for what? For grade 12. So you do not have to use log to calculate the value of what? Of x. So it's just outside of your what? Scope. Outside of scope. So you do not have to learn how to do something like this. So I think for today, it's just okay that we pause the whole lesson right here. But now, with regards to everything that we've done today, do you guys have any questions?
No.
Do not have any questions?
Yes, sir.
Does anyone have a question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No questions. Okay. Okay, let me pause the video right here. Let me pause. And then I'm gonna stop the sharing, and I'm also gonna pause the record.